And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL Don't Panic. Bishop Brennan Cup time. Haven't done one for a week or two, and I do apologise for that, guys. As you know, between the travel and a whole bunch of other things going on, challenging times. So hopefully we can get that back on track now. In the same way that I did a little bit, feel as though I got me my FPL team a little bit back on track. Took the hits; they kind of paid off. We've got chaos ahead of us. I think I like the chaos. I think maybe the chaos might actually work for me. We'll see. Before we go on to Bishop Brennan Cup, I think I'm sticking with this. I think I'm just sort of been bouncing back and forth between the captaincy decision. Still undecided. Currently on Bruno. It was on Dango. Thought about Ekitike. Gone back to Bruno. I think I'm going to stick with Bruno. It's got a funny feeling Ekitike is going to start, but could end up going off on 60 minutes, 61 minutes, or even worse, 59 minutes. Torn. I'm still torn. Very, very torn on the Dango one. I'm going to kick myself. I'm going to kick myself if he goes large. But he's one of the early kickoffs, and I do kind of like. I seem to have a little bit of luck. I've noticed when my captain is one of the last games up, and I think United is the. Is it indeed the? Is it the last fixture up? Almost, but not quite. Yeah, because we've got Spurs and Palace on Thursday. And we've got last game on the Wednesday, 8:15 kickoff. Newcastle, Man United. Oh, that's going to be a cold, chilly night up there on Tyneside, isn't it? That's a tough place to go midweek. What do you guys think? I mean, or do you stick it on Haaland? And if he plays, he plays, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. It's the biggest decision for me, is certainly of the week. I am going to roll unless we get, even if I find that all three of my players that are flagged at the moment, O'Reilly, Rice and Haaland, even if I get definitive news that they're not playing, I still think I'm going to roll. Because maybe they'll be back. We'll obviously have the longer break to the next Premier League match. Information is power, and I think from my own strategy going forward, and I'm going to talk a little bit about. I'm going to do a cup special to give me something to do, because I think the results that come out of those cup matches could really decide a lot of my own decision making. For example, supposing Newcastle beat City. Well, City may not end up having a blank in 31. Will that mean that City would still have it? There's a whole bunch of things if teams get knocked out that could really drive some decision making, and whether it's actually worth taking a gamble on some transfers rather than rolling, depending on whether I decide to free hit, the big double 33, or I'm going to free hit in 34. And at the moment, I've got to say, because I don't have a bench boost, I'm leaning towards the free hit 33 and go fully optimized and try and have a full team out in 34, either by rolling transfers or by knowing in advance who is going to have a definitive fixture and take those punts off, particularly if you're the likes of Liverpool or City go out, or whatever get knocked out of the cup. Then you're thinking that's going to pose a problem. Should that, and those results are possible. I think there's a few. West Ham could beat Brentford, as an example. Well, then do I think about picking up a third Brentford asset? I mean, is it as an Odango, Sade, Thiago, triple up and let Brentford attack for some of these fixtures? Is it the daftest thing to do, especially given the fixture congestion of some of the other teams? At least you can be fairly sure Shadow, Odango and Thiago are all going to get good minutes. It's just a little line of thinking. This is the team: Raya in goal, right away. Who knows? Hopefully the clean sheet. Similarly for Gabriel, an attacking return. You never know. Defcon maybe. Brighton, yeah, reasonable chance. Virgil, Wolves away. You'd normally think, yeah, decent chance for a clean sheet. Wolves are decent at the moment though. You know, they are really good. O'Reilly, lap of the gods. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. My feeling is that he probably won't. But we shall see. And Mbumo, yeah, should be good for minutes, I think. Bruno, 90-minute man, going to be on the pitch at the time when most goals are scored in the Premier League, which is the last 10 to 15 minutes. And I think in a game week like this, maybe that's what we need. Maybe that is what we need, just a little bit of a surety of minutes. And something else I've noted, I think United have not blanked. They've scored a goal. Might need to double check this now. In all of their last 15 or 16 matches, something like that. And you know yourselves when if you got your sort of football notifications on. For me at the moment, like, you know, if I see it's Fulham coming up have scored, I'm thinking that's going to be Wilson. It's going to be Wilson. Imagine if you haven't got Bruno in your team. I think most have, but you know, if you didn't have him, and you're getting a United have scored, you'll be 90% sure Bruno is going to be involved in some level or another. So for me, I think it's Bruno this week. Rice, who knows? We don't know. Was just listening to FPL mate. He was, you know, no one knows. There's sort of different lines of thinking on it. I don't think they'll risk him personally, if there's any doubt whatsoever. So it really depends on what that knock was, or pull, or whatever he felt. I don't think they'll risk him. He's too important in this running. So again, lap of the gods. Odango, really happy with that. Like I said, Bournemouth do concede. I think they're a bit weak down the right wing or left side of defence, whichever way you want to describe it. I think they can be gone at. I will kick myself if Odango goes large. He is capable of going large. He really is. And I think it could be the sort of fixture that really, really suits him. Haaland, lap of the gods again. Thought about putting the captain's armband on him. But again, I'm just worried about that limited minute sort of thing. It is undoubtedly the best fixture if we were 100% sure he was going to be playing. And I have thought about just putting it on him and the vice on Bruno or Odango. We'll have a listen to the pressers tomorrow. As I say, the captaincy is the big one for me. Thiago, yeah, totally fine again, obviously with that Bournemouth away fixture. Be lovely to see a bit of an Odango-Thiago double act, wouldn't it? Ekitike, I do think he'll start, and I think if Liverpool are in any way comfortable whatsoever, he'll be off on 60. Maybe earlier, hope not, obviously, but that's the risk we take. Where I do have a comfort is that I'm not really unhappy with that bench. Hill, I do not accept if he has to come on, and I expect he will have to come on. Brentford are actually pretty good for central defenders or defenders in general for picking up their DEFCONs. So you'd hope. Well, to be honest with you, I hope he stays on the bench and finishes on a -4, because it probably means that Odango and Thiago have gone large. But you know what I mean. As a backup there, there's a decent chance he'll pick up his DEFCON and hopefully an appearance point or two. So maybe he's good for a 3 or 4 pointer if he has to come in. Similarly, Anderson, he only got the 1 point. Soslow, of course, the time I pick him up. 4, 5, 6s and 7s, week after week after week, I get him 1 point. Hopefully that's a blip, because I do suspect he's going to be needed. And similarly, Alderete, Leeds away, maybe a reasonable chance of a clean sheet there. Maybe I should bump him up. Maybe I should bump him up to 1. I don't know. It's all such a toss of a coin. It's just such a fucking weird game, this. Right, let's do a little bit of a... That's it. That's a lock. Unless I suddenly found that another player or two suddenly gets flagged or definitively not playing, I'm just going with this, because I think the extra transfer is going to be gold to me post these FA Cup matches and seeing some of the teams that are definitely blanking, which I potentially might not mind buying into, especially if it maybe is a Brentford or a City. A City away to Newcastle. I've lost it. We'll have a look at that in a few days' time when the FA Cup matches are underway, and we'll see how it develops. Right, Bishop Brennan Cup, that's what this is all about. In the absence of me actually having the Bishop Brennan Cup with me here in Ireland, you'll see I've just developed using the tool on the actual FPL site, just a little plaque with the bishop there. Right, now let's see if I can just get this so you guys can see it. There we go. Hopefully that is visible. I'll have to keep flicking back to make sure you guys can see that. But yeah, we have the Bishop Brennan Cup, and there's some big scores, mate. There are some big scores in there. I mean, I was happy enough with my own, but yeah, some very, very good scores in there this week. As usual, let's have a little look at our 1, 2, and 3. Richard still plugging away there, mate, with a nice big 80 pointer, 1731. Been a few weeks since I've had a look at you guys, so let's see what the makeup of your teams are, Richard. So let's look back, Alanga. On. There we go. Let me just make sure you guys can see this. Okay, we might move that over there a little bit. Right, what you got here, Richard? Martinez, Dubravka rotation in goal. Wasn't been a lot going on there for you this week, clearly. Yeah, Gabriel Van Heck, you've been sticking with him for a while, I think, haven't you? And he's still picking up the points. Sanisi back on his DEFCON, like it. And Saliba. Can't remember whether you had Saliba before, mate, or I'm almost curious just to have a little look back. Sorry, Richard. Let's just think that's. Yeah, well, clearly you just gone with the double Arsenal, and that's paid off big time for you, aren't you? But outside of Raya, but gone outside of the norm of Timber. Just trying to work out what you did there. I'm sure you had Timber, didn't you, a few weeks back? Good move. I like it. I like it. If they, especially they didn't keep a clean sheet, and you still managed to pick up 19 points out of the pair. Lovely. Bruno, captaincy armband, and you had it on. So now you went with based on that, I think you went with the Captain Bruno from the off as opposed to getting the vice captaincy jam. Nice one. Rice, sticking with Rice, same as himself, mate. I just hope that flag comes off, because Rice has been getting back unspectacularly consistent. 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, lovely, and then the occasional attacking return. Just a shame he went off early, because that 5 points, I'm pretty sure, would have been a 7 points, because it had his DEFCON, and it might even have put him into the bonus points then as well. Yeah, a bit of a bugger that, eh? Did he get one? Did he get one bonus point? Can't remember. But 5 pointer, that could so easily have been a 7 or an 8er if he hadn't come off, because he was actually running very, very close. I'm liking Rice at the moment. I really hope that yellow Dorito of death disappears. Wilson, yeah, great, yeah. I mean, that's probably the one place I might go myself if we did get really bad news on Rice, and if Wilson's own Dorito of death got removed. Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes of my season, I think, not bringing that lad in, because I've gone about, I like him as a player, I really do. Liked him last year, spoke about him a lot last year, and still never brought him in, because his minutes weren't safe last year. Enzo, get rid of him, mate, get rid of him, get rid of him, Richard. Yeah, while Palmer's on the pitch, it's just not the same. He's a better asset when Palmer's not playing. It's just really as simple as that, isn't it? Thiago, lovely. Oh, and sticking with Watkins. That's a great score, mate. Especially when when you look at some of those players that are continual blankers at the moment. Watkins and Enzo, I think, would be the culprits. But I bet you've got some. You did one transfer, but I bet you got a few banked up, and you've got your chips ready to roll in chip season, mate. Richard, you're doing so well, buddy. And you've been again. It's a love with you guys at the top there. Just consistency, just that consistency. And look at young Lee Cherry there. Oh my God, with an 89 pointer. Took the -4 as well. in the 4-5-1. The 4-5-1. This still goes when you don't know what your strikers are going to do. You did a bit well. Okay, you got the old bench jam, didn't you? Now, fair play. Where did you had Haaland as your captain. Where did your vice go? Sorry, I'm going blind here at the moment, guys. Oh, it went on to Wilson. Beautiful, mate. Yeah, well, good call. Very, very good call. Who else you got in there? Raya, yeah, save point. Virgil, lovely. Hill, so consistent, and this I think is the first week he's got nothing in ages, isn't it? Gabriel, lovely. Munoz, he hasn't been great, has he? Yeah, I thought about him a few weeks ago, but I resisted. I resisted that particular path. Semenyo, yeah, but I should have picked up Semenyo weeks ago, but we're all worried about that bloody blank. We just bought into this narrative of this blank, and he's just kept bloody scoring, and more than would have paid for having to have that transfer if it needed to be removed in 31. Yeah, Wilson again, fantastic. Hope that Dorito of death is removed for you, mate. I am tempted by Wilson. If I was to be tempted into any transfer this week, it would have been Wilson, but not while he's got that flag on him. Bruno, Grand, Rodgers. Oh, I admire your patience. I don't think I'd been gone a long time from me. Rice, lovely. Yeah, you got the 3 yellow flags as well. Ekatike, yeah, I like Ekatike. I just hope his minutes are good this week. Solid, very, very solid, and an absolutely brilliant score, mate. Yeah, same problem as just about all of us at the moment. You've got the three yellows, right? And continuing to rule the roost at number 1, Victory Road. Dean, not your greatest score, mate, but it is that bloody consistency. 64 points. And just make sure this is still clear on that other screen for you guys. Yeah, you should be picking that all up. What do you got? Rhea, Hill, Virgil, Gabriel, Tarkowski. Kind of wishing I'd held on to him now with the Burnley next fixture up. And that's what you do, doesn't it, mate? It's what you do. You're patient. You're very, very patient. Enzo, well, very, very patient. Enzo. Mbumo, I just don't think the last fixture or two have really suited Mbumo. I think the next few fixtures for United, in my opinion, United bias, of course, but I do think the next few fixtures will suit Mbumo much, much better. We'll see. Bruno had the vice captaincy on him, so yeah, you were on Haaland, but yeah, that's what we do. That's why we have vice captaincies. I do know someone in our league, and I really, really hope they didn't get caught out. I noticed. I know I could do things just to have a bit of fun. The game's about having fun, but putting the fairly consistently putting the captaincy on like a non-playing player and the vice captaincy on Haaland. I really, really hope whoever that is, I don't know who it was, I just spotted it a couple of times looking through teams. Really, really hope that you didn't do it this week if you're listening. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, good vice captaincy jam. It really did piss me off though. Really did, because I'm not sure Haaland would have banged in that game. And the bit of that differential where, you know, in fact had a 120, 130 effective ownership for Bruno just disappeared. And obviously people either went to Bruno or to Ekatike. So all advantage was lost, but that is the game we play. Thiago, lovely fixture run. I reckon the dam is going to burst for Thiago. Now he's broken that little duck. It's a player that goes in spurts, particularly when the fixtures are nice. Big points in the future. Dean, you're just doing brilliant, mate. I am so rooting for you. But are you still in the there you two overall rank of 2,872? Just keep doing what you're doing, mate. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's absolutely superb stuff. Really, really is. Right, let's find our Bishop Brennan Cup winner. Let's make sure we can see this, guys. Yep, we can see that on that screen. Lovely. Okay, I'm not going to overlay with this. There's too many good scores to go through them all this week, so I'm going to almost jump fairly quickly to our winner. But let's a few special mentions. Bailey, 88 there, absolutely brilliant. Andrew, brilliant, 94, 93 there, buddy. We've got John Vindaloo, consistent as ever, John, with an 84. Sean Casey, my favourite sheep farmer in Leeds, listening to me in the early hours of the morning. What a brilliant score, buddy. 87, superb. Mark Williamson, 92, some great scores in this. There's David, 94. You know, 77s and 79s are good, guys, but it's really the 80 mark this week, isn't it? Nicholas there with an 86. What do we got? I'm getting there. I'm going to get to our winner. Right, I'm not going to keep going too much, guys. Got Mike there, nice. Mike, you've been on the rise, buddy, haven't you? 88. Yeah, that's going really. It's just great scores in there this week. It's nice to see the big scores back, isn't it? So it felt like hard work there for a while, didn't it? Really did. Got Jan there with an 86. We've got 79s, 82s from Christian, 89 there from Craig. Mark there with a 70. Oh, look at that, your favorite FPL YouTube content maker with a 94, but there was a minus 16 on that. Never mind. 94. Look, it looks nice there, doesn't it? Looks very nice there. Anyway, so 91 from John. I'm not going to go into the depths of page 2, guys. I'm going to go straight to our winner. I know our winner very well. He's actually a friend of mine. He's back in New Zealand. Where has he gone? I played tennis with him. Young fella, Benny. Lovely young fella called Benny. And with 99, and I know Benny normally sort of lurks in the 2 and 3 millions in previous seasons, don't you, Benny? But I think maybe you're like a little protege to me now. I really do like this. It's great to see you doing so well. 99, maybe just be spanking my arse. Let's put it that way. Benny, let's have a look and see what you've done, buddy. That's such a good score. No chips. Lovely 99 pointer. You're up to 176,875. So you're roughly 330,000 ahead of me, you fecker. Love it. Rhea, Grant, yep. But we got Hall. Yeah, maybe not so much, but yeah, Gabrielle, Timber, Virgil, and you never know when a Hall's going to pop up with a potential attacking returner. You just don't know what you're going to get with Newcastle at the moment, do you? Captaincy straight onto Bruno, so it wasn't even captaincy jam. It just went straight for him. Dango, love it. Wilson, brilliant. Hope that Dorito of Death gets removed for you, buddy. Tavernier, I like Tavernier as a pick. It's a brave pick, but a good pick. Yeah, it's a very good pick, Benny. Really nice pick. I think he's going to go well. Some good fixtures there as well. And is he on penalties? Is Tavernier on penalties? I'm not sure. I have to check that. And Ekatike and Thiago. And obviously Haaland dropped to the bench. We only had the vice on Haaland anyways. Mate, great side, Benny. It's brilliant stuff, buddy. It is really brilliant stuff. Great to see you going so well. Your mother and father will be proud of you. Yes, they will. Hi, Conrad. Hi, Lou. I know them all. Benny, congratulations, buddy. You are this week's Bishop Brennan Cup winner. Well done, mate. Really good score. Just a shame you didn't make that ton, isn't it? That must have pissed you off. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I hope you're all set. Don't forget it is a very early deadline. Catch the pressers just in case there's any more news. If we get any more injuries, we might be forced into transfers. I'm definitely rolling. I'm 100% rolling, unless even if the 3 players I've got flagged are ruled out. But if there is more news or more flags, then I might change my mind. videos. Take care, have fun, play your own game, don't panic. Well done, Benny. I'll see you lot soon. Bye for now.